Imagine that you've been investing consistently and you have finally hit the day where your portfolio is at $100,000. You may look at this and think, damn, this is awesome. I am 10% of the way to a million, but I have a really long road ahead of me. But what if I actually told you that $100,000 is not 10% of a million? It's actually higher. And what I mean by this is the amount of time that it takes to go from 100,000 to a million can be a lot shorter than you imagine. So we're going to look at the math and we're going to break it down in this video. But before we do that, comment down below, what is your current portfolio goal? Mine personally is getting my portfolio to 150,000. I'm at 135, so kind of close, but still working towards it. So comment that down below. I'd love to hear it, and let's jump right into it. So just thinking about when you first start investing, and I know I still view it like this, but a lot of us view $1 million like it is this huge mountain. It is Mount Everest, and we are at the very bottom, slowly working our way up. It seems very intimidating, but the truth is that you're climbing a slope. You're not climbing some cliff here that's super vertical and it's brutal. The first part is the steepest, and the first part is going from $0 to $100,000. So I'm going to throw up a screenshot right here that talks about the time it takes to get to $1 million. So we are going to assume that the person is investing $10,000 a year and they're getting a 7% return every year. Now the S&P 500 normally returns between 9 and 10% a year. Inflation could be between 2 to 3%, so 7% is pretty accurate. It's normally, I'd say, somewhere between 7 or 8%. So assuming the 10K a year at 7% interest, going from $0 to $100,000 would take 7.8 years. Now going from 100 to 200,000 would take 5 years, and then 200 to 300 would take 3.7. And then each $100,000 of progress that you're getting is taking less and less time. And before you know it, once you get to like the 600, 700, 800K mark, going up $100,000 is taking less than 2 years each time. And so if we zoom out here, we can see that the total time to go from $0 to $1 million took 30.7 years. Again, this is assuming $10,000 a year, 7% interest. But out of that 30.7 years, 7 of those years were going from 0 to 100K, which was 25% of the total time. And then going from 100 to 200 was 16%. Going from 200 to 300K was 12%. And that percentage of total time is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And the reason that the years it takes to achieve that next $100,000 keeps going down is because of compound interest. Just think about it. If you get a 7% return on a $100,000 portfolio, that's $7,000, which is great. And we love to see that. But if you get a 7% return on a $500,000 portfolio, then that's $35,000. I mean, that right there alone is almost 50K. And once you get up into the 800, 900K mark, then you're starting to get a ton of money, even if it's just a 7% return. Because if you're getting 7% of a million, once your portfolio actually hits that, that is $70,000 going into your portfolio that year, which is a ridiculous amount. And so what you have to understand here is as your investments grow, you are working less on your end and the money is working more and more for you. Even looking at my own journey, it took me about 5 years to go from 0 to 100,000, and now my portfolio in less than 6 months has gone from 100 to 135,000. So I'm even seeing this acceleration a lot, going from 100 to 200K. And one thing I also wanted to point out here that sometimes people don't talk about is as you get older and you're working more, we can always expect your income to go up over time. Because I think it's fair for a lot of us to assume that the 30-year-old version of ourselves is going to be making more money than the 25-year-old version, and the 40-year-old version of ourselves is going to be making more money than the 30-year-old version of ourselves. So the amount of money that you get to invest should also be going up over time. Now, of course, life throws a lot of different things at you, but being able to invest more money and having a large portfolio is just a beautiful combination to get you to that $1 million even quicker. And the reason that this works is entirely because of compound interest. Your returns are generating returns. Like I said before, if you have $100,000 and you get 8%, that is $8,000 a year. That's like adding $600+ a month without any new savings. And so one of the nicest things about investing is that once you really start to build up a good base and a good foundation, then your money starts doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you. It's kind of like rolling a snowball down a hill. Initially, it's going to be pretty hard because you're doing a lot of the pushing, but then after a while, the snowball picks up momentum and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger on its own. And so the amount of effort that you have to put in and the amount of money you have to put in to go from 0 to $100,000 is going to be a lot more money up front than going from 900,000 to $1 million. And so when we're talking about the first $100,000, it can feel extremely slow because in the early stage, it's heavy. You're still trying to build your savings. Your income might be lower. Your expenses might be high. And on a graph, it can be pretty discouraging. A lot of people tend to quit before they even get to their first 100,000. But the thing that's really important when it comes to getting that first 100,000 is you are building really good habits and discipline. And that is the main thing. And if you can keep those habits as you go from 100 to 200 or 200 to 500 or whatever that looks like for you, as long as you can keep those habits and keep that discipline, then you are going to be investing a lot of money, especially as your income grows. And the $100,000 increments are going to start flying by, which is just really cool. And it should be a very motivating thing. Try to sprint to that $100,000 because going from 100 to 200, you're going to have to sprint a lot less. And then by the time you're at 700K, it's going to move very quickly. And even going back to that screenshot here, if we're looking at that 30-year time frame, going from 0 to 100, like I said, it's 7.8 years. Going from 100 to 200 is an additional 5 years. So 12.9 years, about 13 years of the 30 is just going from 0 to $200,000. And so it can seem pretty brutal at first, but once you start to get into that $300,000, $400,000 range, then each $100,000 after that takes less than 3 years. Especially once you start getting into that 600K plus range, then it literally takes less than 2 years. So you could see your portfolio go up by a large amount really quickly. Again, I know I'm changing percentages here, but if you got a 10% return on a $700,000 portfolio, I mean, that's 70 grand that you had to do absolutely nothing for, compared to a 10% return on 100,000 is still helpful. It's still 10,000 and we'll gladly take that. But the thing that's just super nice here is knowing that once you get to a certain range, like 300, 400, 500K, that your investment is doing a lot of the heavy lifting at this point. Don't get me wrong, your deposits and you investing consistently are still going to help without a doubt, but having the snowball really start to take off and get the momentum on its own is going to be really nice. And eventually you're going to get to a point where you see that your investments are growing faster than even the additional savings that you're putting in. And the thing that's nice about this is there's a lot less stress about timing the market, which you shouldn't be doing anyways, but the main focus is just letting time and money do their job. Like if you invest $1,000 a month at 8%, and let's pretend that you're starting at $100,000, right? Like let's pretend, okay, you got $100,000, somebody in your family gave it to you because you're rich and you're lucky, but you're starting at $100,000 and you're investing $1,000 a month at 8%, then you're going to hit 200K in about 3 years. But if you start at a 300K base, then your 400K is going to come even quicker. And so like I've been saying here, getting to that first 100K is just crucial because after that, it really starts to accelerate. And my personal example that I've seen of this is getting my portfolio to go from 0 to $30,000 took almost 3 years. Part of the reason it took me so long was because one, I was saving up to buy a house in 2022, and that was a time in which the market was dropping quite a bit. So I didn't have as much money to invest, but also my portfolio was pretty much flat for an entire year because the market was dropping. Even if I put in $300 or $400 or $500 in a month, it didn't really matter because the market was dropping. So the portfolio was kind of sitting flat for a while. But it took me almost 3 years to go from 0 to $30,000, but then to go from 100 to 130,000 took me less than 6 months. So like I said before, you can really start to see it pick up, especially if you increase your deposit amounts, you will really notice it. And so what you can do right now to go after that $1 million mark as quickly as possible is start out by trying to increase your savings rate because that first $100,000 really matters. I feel like it's a lot better to be saving 20 or 30% of your income and investing that instead of trying to double your salary, but then you're only saving like 5 or 10%. So focus on the savings rate right off the bat because that is the easiest thing to do. Look at different areas where you could cut expenses and maybe you could take that money that you're spending and try to invest it instead. The next thing I would say is try to automate your investing. So try to make it a system. Don't make it a decision. Make it a very simplified process. So for me, I just have recently been only investing into the S&P 500. I just buy VOO or VOO. This is just an ETF that tracks the S&P 500, super low cost, and it's, following the 500 largest companies in the US. So I love to see that. And your goal when you're starting out should be trying to just dump as much money in as possible. Try to focus on growing the amount of money that you're investing. Don't worry as much about how your investments are doing. Just focus on building those habits, investing consistently, and trying to figure out different ways to invest even more money. Another thing I want to reiterate here is try to avoid a get rich quick mindset because at the end of the day, the thing that makes you a lot of money is watching compound interest just go to work for you. And somebody that's trying to time the market and buy in and sell out, and they're sitting here trying to trade different stocks, and they're not just playing the long game where you just invest consistently and sit on your ass, those people tend to lose a lot of money, or at least they miss out on a lot of money. So do not be that person. Do not try to get rich quick. Just invest consistently, and over time, you will definitely be rewarded. So the next thing I would do is try to set different milestones along the way. I know once I hit 50K that I basically was doing a $10,000 milestone. So I would basically go, okay, how long is it going to take me to go from 50 to 60K? And then I hit 60K and I changed the milestone. Okay, what about 70K? And slowly over time, I'm moving quicker and quicker through those $10,000 increments. And so like I said before, my portfolio is at 135,000. The goal is to get it to 150,000 as soon as possible. I don't think that's going to happen by the end of the year, but maybe early next year would be pretty cool to see. And so reflecting on all of this, obviously 100,000 is 10% of $1 million. But when we look at the amount of time it takes to go from 0 to $1 million, it could be a lot higher percentage, which is why it's so important to try to get to $100,000 as quickly as possible. And the big advantage that you have is time. If you're starting starting in your 20s, you have decades of compounding ahead. And even if you're behind now, all you have to understand is that once you build that base foundation, you hit that 100K or, 90K or 200K, whatever that looks like for you, those $100,000 increments are only going to move quicker and quicker. And building wealth is not this linear thing. It accelerates. So do not be discouraged by the slow start. Like I said, it took me 5 years to go from 0 to 100,000, and I hit the $100,000 mark in my portfolio at the end of April, basically the beginning of May. And since then, I'm already up to 135,000. So wealth is not a linear thing. If it takes you 5 years to hit 100K, it's not going to take you 5 years to go from 100 to 200. It will take less time, assuming that you're investing the same amount and the market gives you about the same returns. But for the most part, just stick to what you can control, which is the amount that you're investing. And so I promise you guys that if you keep going, your first milestone, it's going to feel slow, but the next one's going to feel easier, and then it's going to feel easier. And that's where the true freedom begins. So that is how $100,000 is a lot closer to $1 million than you think. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like down below, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.